Hey, I want to take a moment today to remind everyone that we are facing a great threat to our own personal freedoms, our gun rights, and our own way of governing our own country. And this is because the NRA, along with the Republicans in Congress, have decided that they want to let the ATF basically write laws. They punted the bump stock issue down to the ATF, saying, you know what, we'll just let the ATF decide if these are illegal or not. The problem with that is these are not illegal. Bump stocks are not illegal. And if the ATF decides to make them illegal, that means that they are being allowed to basically write laws. They are being able to ban something based on no legal precedence, just on the notion that the Republicans didn't like it, the NRA didn't like them, and they figure we'll just get rid of them because they don't like them. And that should not be allowed in any form or fashion. That is the territory of the Congress to do things like that and then take responsibility for it. And even then it would be unconstitutional in my opinion. But to punt it down to the ATF is even more dangerous than them doing it themselves. And believe they did this with the full support of the NRA. So that's why I say, fuck the NRA. And not in a friendly way either, in a fuck you, I hope you get syphilis kind of way. So I have been saying that for a long time, fuck the NRA, and now people are finally catching up to me, which kind of pisses me off because like I said before in a chat last night, it kind of irritates me that for the last 2 years I've been saying fuck the NRA and everyone's like, you're anti-gun, you don't know what's going on. And then some other bigger channels finally say fuck the NRA and everybody's like, yay, fuck the NRA. But like Tim from the Military Arms channel said, I do have I told you so privileges, so I am using them right now, told you so. But like I'm saying, this is a great threat to our freedom. And you might say, well, not really, because it's just bump stocks. But if they can decide with no legal backing that bump stocks are illegal just because they don't like them, well, then they can do that with binary triggers. They can do that with magazines over 10 rounds. They can do that with any type of trigger job that makes your gun easier to fire. They can even do it with things like sites that have faster site acquisition. Anything they decided they didn't like, if they can ban bump stocks just because they don't like them, well, then you've acquiesced the authority to the ATF to decide what they like and what they don't and what's legal and what's not. They're basically writing laws. They're basically taking away freedoms with no power, actual power to take away those freedoms and no right to take away those freedoms. In fact, even the government doesn't have a right to take away constitutional freedoms, but you're giving the ATF that right. So I don't see how any gun owner can be okay with this. And I've seen so many that are okay with it because it's just bump stocks. It's the principle behind it. And that's what the NRA and the Republicans and even the Democrats are counting on. They're counting on you're going to say, oh, it's just bump stocks. And you're not going to pay attention to the precedent underneath. The precedent it sets that the ATF has this power. This would be like saying that all environmental laws are going to be written by the EPA or by Greenpeace, and we're just going to abide by whatever they write. They're going to determine what's legal or what's not legal according to the regarding the environment. That's what this is like. I don't see how any gun owner can be okay with this. So go over, there's an address you can go to. I'll put it in the link right below this video. I'll put it in the description right below this video. I'll put a link there that you can go over and write in about what you think about this ban and stand in opposition to it. So go over and do that. Now, there's been some controversy whether the last day to do that is the 22nd or the 25th. I'm not sure which one it actually is. There were people arguing back and forth last night about which one it is. But here's the thing. If you go do it today, it doesn't matter. So go right now, go over. As soon as you have time today, go over and fill out that form in opposition to banning bump stocks. The ATF should not have this power. So, like I said before, fuck Congress for trying to give it to them, and fuck the NRA too. my real dad.